So we're back with the Ares Ion, a ship that launched back in 3.15.1, and when it launched it was a small ship one-shotter. It had loads of fuel, razor-sharp aim, and a really massive cannon. But upon release of 3.16 the Ion had changed, and many of you were quite quick to want to disown your Ion. So I'm wondering how many people actually melted theirs as a result. Now last week CIG released a statement saying that the Starfighter with its large size 7 gun was an outlier. It draws a fine line between its actual purpose fighting capital-sized ships and something being way too effective against small fighters. They then went on to say that we're still analysing the data, although despite being happy with its performance against light fighters, we'll still have further work to do when it comes down to the Ion's balance against larger ships. Now, my opinion, the Ion remains somewhat positive. Now it's true that the size 7's alpha damage was decreased from 5920 down to a mere 2100. And the fire rate was buffed significantly though. Despite this, many of the comments suggest that the Ion's laser cannon behaves quite like a size 5 rather than a size 7, and that the Ion's identity had been butchered as a result of this. Urkel's DPS calculator shows that the Ion deals a sustained DPS of 2663 DPS. That's 41 more than the previous patch. Whereas a single size 5 laser cannon will do something in the region of 1339 DPS, for example on the constellation Andromeda with its larger capacitor size. On the Vanguard, however, that drops down to 901 sustained DPS. Now, why am I talking about sustained DPS? The Ion's designed to be a marathon runner. It's built for a long fight. So the burst DPS, it might be great for small targets, but the Ion has a massive 3850 burst DPS. But in a long fight, it's the sustained DPS, which is actually affected by your capacitor, and it really matters more. So while other ships might carry more weapons, adding up to a higher DPS with turrets, the Ion will deal equivalent of 2 size 5s, nearly 3 if compared to other single seat fighters. Now the Ion's also capable of carrying 20 size 3 missiles, or 2 size 5 torpedoes along with 12 size 3 missiles, which I think is just overkill. It's a missile boat, but I'll take that. Another common issue that's been raised a lot is the aiming. Now yes, the aim is far less accurate, which is certainly an annoyance versus small targets, and could be considered straying from the Ion's initial identity as a sniper. However, if you put the Ion against something that was actually designed to fight, like the Idris here, and well, you can clearly see it has absolutely no problem dealing sustained fire with a great degree of accuracy. But is this an identity crisis for the Ion? Would we really be crying foul if the Ion had never actually been a one-shotter in the first place? Is there a better way that we could balance the Ion? Now I'd love to read your thoughts in the comments below, so gather your best thoughts, consider dropping a like and a subscribe, while we quickly 3-man this Idris for you.
Extra caution as you resume normal travel. That is all.
I've got the shield down. If he was sensible, he'd train all his guns on me. Yeah, this is the kind of target that this ship was made to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I can actually hit this one. Oh, now he's aiming at me a bit.
For me on rotating around the target.
Yeah.
To be honest.
It's a lot harder uncoupled with 2.6, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's more precise.
So what?
It's more precise though.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit a few missiles out. Oh, he flared. So I'll keep those shields down. methodically hitting that ass.
Okay. Yeah. Eventually, it's getting red.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Don't know what just hit him then. Does somebody crash into it or hit it with a tour?
No idea, actually. Oh, I'm getting hit pretty hard.
I'm just sort of corkscrewing around the back end.
The engines have like their own shields or some shit.
Yeah. Just keep hitting the tip of the tail. What's the most damaged section?
It's the rear tail.
Right, I'll keep on that.
It seems like the torso is getting hit pretty hard too.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody else is hitting the torso. I'm hitting the tail.
There we go.
It's a good ending to a video.
Yeah.